What benefits did I see going without a microwave for 6 months? Let's talk about it. Hey health heroes, welcome back to Adamimmune, the channel about helping you improve your health naturally. And today I want to talk about microwave mentality. Why am I doing this? Well, I went without a microwave for 6 months, and I know that sounds like a long time if you use one every day, and you might be thinking, Adam, what are the benefits? What are the health benefits? What's going on? Why did you do that? I'm gonna be honest, it broke, okay? So it's not like I got rid of it to, start a trend or be like, oh, these are awful and unhealthy, and yeah, they might be, and I could make that argument today, but I really don't feel like it. This is about something else. Over the years, I've noticed that I've developed this mindset. It's not really a mindset, it's more of like a way of thinking unconsciously, that I want instant gratification. And I know maybe a lot of you can sort of relate to this. It is sort of an underlying issue in society today. I think this started when I was a kid. Like, I remember the time where I used to be able to like freeze my G.I. Joes in a bowl of water and, dig a hole and bury them in the backyard and go out and with my little tiny pickaxe and like break them out. But I turned a little bit older and the Nintendo 64 came out, and of course I had to have that. And of course I didn't want to go outside anymore. I just wanted to stay inside and play video games. I turned on my TV, I turned on the video game, and instant gratification, right? I think that's when I really started to lose my patience. But this term, microwave mentality, the Urban Dictionary definition is just this: having the attitude that if something can't be done in 5 minutes or less, it's not worth doing. And I really feel like I've taken on that mental aptitude. I really look at that in a lot of different ways, a lot of different aspects of my life right now. I mean, if you go to the stores, of course, you're going to see people eating like TV dinners and processed foods and just, canned soda. You just open up and instant drink, right? Everything is instant today, or 5 minutes or less. Everything is online. YouTube is instant. You can learn anything instantly. I'm not saying this is all bad, okay? And I'm not totally against technology at all. It really is intention. It's the purpose. It's the use. It's how you use it. A weapon can protect, but it can also kill, right? I mean, there are even like artificial intelligent girlfriends now for people that don't leave their house. So I'm not saying that's bad or good either. I'm just saying it depends how you use it, and maybe not all technology is for everyone, right? Like a microwave. I mean, is a microwave for everyone? It certainly is convenient, right? Is it healthy? Again, I'm really not talking about that, although I will never face a microwave dead on when it's on, okay? It does send out a lot of radiation. This isn't about just microwaves. It's about brainwaves. This whole getting rid of a microwave thing, it didn't fix anything at all. I just found out how human I really was. Instead of just microwaving a sweet potato for 7 minutes, I started cutting them up, and I got an air fryer, and I fried them in the air fryer. And air fryers are awesome. I started using my oven actually, and that's sort of the amazing part. I discovered the broiler. I've been cooking a long time and I never used the broiler before. It actually makes things kind of crazy. It almost makes like your oven a big air fryer. Okay, that's the dumbest thing I've ever said. It's awesome though. If you haven't broiled, try it out. Again, this is just a human thing, whether it's creating fire or making automobiles or arrows or nuclear weapons. It's all just made to make our life more efficient, more streamlined. That's the human experience. That's what humans do. We create. But that doesn't always mean that we should be sacrificing efficiency for quality, especially when it comes to food, right? I mean, let's take McDonald's for example. Is McDonald's the best quality food you can get? It sure is streamlined though, isn't it? I think we can all admit that McDonald's is not the best option to eat every day. I would argue never, but there is an argument there. I will leave room for that. Healthy is really just an arbitrary term. It depends what you're comparing it to. So if you're comparing McDonald's to TV dinners, I don't know. I couldn't say which is healthier. That really depends on you and your lifestyle and your microwave mentality. Are you willing to put in that extra minute to make a slightly healthier meal to add a little bit of nutrition to your food? I don't know. And this mentality really goes deeper into society, I feel like. We really want everyone to feel like they won, even if they didn't accomplish anything, even if they didn't earn anything. And then at the same time, we value people less that add less value to our lives. Like society is built on, well, capitalism. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think it's the best thing we have so far. But a janitor makes less money than the CEO, right? So inherently there is less value that they're bringing to the company, so they're paid less. And that doesn't make them inherently a less valuable person. I think maybe some people have adopted this as a sense of morality, a sense of pride, and, sort of flared themselves up. And I know a lot of people will certainly treat people like they are less in value because they make less money or they're not the CEO. And I think that if you are experiencing that, I would say take a deeper look inside yourself, do some introspection. When we start valuing people based on how much impact they have on our lives, it's a lot easier to treat them as lesser human beings, right? I think people just deserve a baseline. No one should be treated as less human. And this mentality can lead us to just dismiss people overall. And actually, that can be a bad thing for society in general as well, because, you're judging someone before you really get to know them. That janitor or the custodian might have an inherent talent that you may never get to know because you're saying, well, this person is less valuable, right? So when you dismiss somebody, you're dismissing everything they bring to the table. This isn't just a moral or ethical thing. When we start to explore what other talents and skills someone might have, we're opening up more opportunity. And that is capital. Capitalism is great. But just imagine if everyone went home every night and as a family cooked a nice dinner, instead of just plopping down in front of the TV and, you got your TV dinners or whatever, you all cooked a nice meal from scratch and spent time as a family. I mean, imagine how strong those bonds would be. Not just for your mindset, but again, for society. The family that cooks together stays together. And that is the best thing for the economy. So in my exploration of this microwave mentality, I came across this chat bot, right? And I subscribed, okay? Because I'm like, okay, I can use this to get instant results. It'll write essays, it'll write sermons, it'll even write YouTube scripts. So I prompted it, I said, hey computer, write me a YouTube script based on microwave mentality. I think I used the words like instant gratification and encouraging people not to have that instant mindset. And this is what the computer came up with. I thought this was really interesting. This immediate gratification mindset makes us lose sight of the bigger picture. We fail to recognize that the results of our hard work are often the greatest reward. We value only what we can get in the now with little attention to the future. We need to think differently. For example, if we have a goal such as creating a healthier lifestyle, doing something small and simple such as replacing unhealthy snacks with healthier ones is our first step. Now, I didn't even mention health in this, and the YouTube script the AI bot, the artificial intelligent bot gave me, talks about health, and it goes on. I'm not going to go on this whole thing, but it wrote a whole script, and I think it was very inspiring. The point is, technology can be amazing. Maybe I don't have to write all my scripts, and I don't really. I make notes, and I just kind of talk from the heart, and I think that's the best way to go. But AI is kind of great, and I know a lot of people are kind of scared of that, but this instant gratification that you can get from doing that, it's kind of amazing. So if you want to start a YouTube channel, I suppose you could just use the chatbot, write your scripts, and record it. I mean, that would be pretty easy. Now there's literally no excuse not to be a YouTuber or to, do your homework. I'm not suggesting you cheat, but yeah, modern technology is going to have to catch up. I think some schools are going to have to make some switches because I know I wouldn't be writing my essays if this was out when I was a kid. Not that I was bad at it, but, instant gratification, right? I do just want to make a small point about microwaves, though. I know I said I wasn't going to, but if you put plastic in the microwave, it will release bits of those particles into the food. So it's important, if you are going to microwave, do it in glass. And again, don't stand directly in front of the microwave. It does give off a lot of radiation, even when it's plugged in. So that's why my room was a lot closer to the microwave. I actually moved it into the other room. I used to unplug the microwave. That will have the same effect. But yes, just be careful, because all technology is inherently, I don't want to say evil, but it can be dangerous, right? I mean, even electrical lines gives off some radiation. A lot of people are very sensitive to that as well, so they can't sleep or they get a lot of headaches, especially in the big cities. I'm not supposed to mention this, 5G, I'm probably going to get demonetized for that. But yeah, Wi-Fi, who knows? Who knows what kind of effect? I know a lot of people personally that are personally affected by that, very sensitive. So they actually had to move out of the city. I should probably make a pun about that. Microwave mentality, microwaving your brain. I should have wore a tinfoil hat for the thumbnail. Like anything, probably a good idea to just limit it. I'm really not saying it's totally unhealthy, but I don't think it's definitive either way. There are people like gung-ho about it is horrible for your health, and there are other people like Neil deGrasse Tyson who says it's completely safe. It just vibrates the water molecules in the food, and it just vibrates it, which is so it's heated up by friction. So that's fine. If that's the case, cool, but I don't know. I guess anything that we don't understand, we do kind of fear, right? Which makes sense. So I think the more understanding we have, the more, I mean, I would have been afraid of TV when it first came out too. So, and I love watching YouTube videos, so I should really not be a hypocrite about this, but at the same time, it's a good idea to be cautious. What do the experts say about microwave mentality? You can retrain your brain by making short-term goals. So if you want to, get into weight loss and do all that, like I've done and failed and done and again and again, make short-term goals, lose 10 pounds, do all this. But again, I mean, how is that any different than instant gratification except just spreading it out? How can we break out of this unhealthy mentality? Maybe try to get instant gratification just from doing the right thing, right? Hey, I went out and I did the gym thing. I feel good about that because it was the right thing. Yes, I didn't see effects today, but although when you do exercise, you do feel good, it releases endorphins in your brain, so you do sort of get that instant gratification, although I will say it can take a week or 2 or 3 to develop that. So if you haven't started an exercise regime, try that. I'm giving all kinds of tips today that I don't follow, because am I really gonna live without a microwave for the rest of my life? Probably not. In fact, I'm probably going to go shopping tomorrow because I really miss like my baked microwave sweet potatoes. It cooks in like 7 or 8 minutes in the microwave. I don't have to bake them, and sometimes I like the little squishy, making like a sweet potato puree mash thing. Air fried crispy though, that's definitely the way to go. That's my go-to. So yeah, I'll probably limit it in the future. So maybe I am taking my advice. Limit technology? Wow. What a novel thought. And while I don't necessarily recommend a microwave, I do recommend that you go to my AIP shop Adamimmune link in the description below. Get all kinds of fun stuff, not microwaves, but the goods. I will leave you with this quote from Hunter S. Thompson. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. I think my whole point was do something right. Don't necessarily just do it for efficiency, okay? Don't do it just for speed's sake, or, do it for quality. My dad always told me, if you're gonna do something, do it right. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, smash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.